strike yesterday. We didn't work on the first. I've got about 2 days before we go on holidays, so free. That we're still quoting roofs and stuff. We quoted 2 roofs yesterday. We quoted 3 roofs the day before, so we're still quoting a fair bit of work. I suppose because the other pressure washing guys in my area are on holidays, and I'm still working because I go on holidays when they come back. Just because I got these school jobs and stuff to do. So we were just at the school because I went on strike. I didn't finish this one yesterday. We got last block there and the last block here, so we'll finish this one pretty easy today and move on to other things. Hey Todd, how you going? You still no hangover? So first things first, I have to mentally presume that I've lost the 16 grand from last year. Mentally, I've just blocked it out of my mind and accepted that it's a loss. I'm not going to recover that money. I have worked weekends. We worked nearly 45 days straight last year before Christmas to make up the money in the bank account, because that money was marked for other things and paying bills. So I had to recover that. So I did that one. We're still going to chase it down this year, but I've just mentally accepted that it's a loss, and I've just focused on working and moving forwards. Otherwise, it's just going to drag my mental state down. It already depressed me last year, so we're not going to let it happen this year, and we're just pushing straight forward. So first things first is we got to finish off this massive school. Once we finish the school, I got a whole bunch of stuff planned for this year. I want to make a very cheap gas-powered soft wash system for the guys in Australia. So I've got a couple of pumps in mind that I'm going to test out. I've got a couple of valves from Southeast Soft Wash that I'm going to use, whether we do a 2-bay valve system with water and chlorine, or you want to get the 3-banger for the soap and everything like that. Mike, I don't know. We're trying, but the Queensland government court case system is absolute garbage. It doesn't protect small business. Contracts don't work. Like, I could talk about it all day, every day. The biggest thing, save yourself. When you're doing big jobs, big contracts, get a deposit, send your invoice by mail or hand it to them in person, and have a printed out document saying this is my business, this is my bank account. So that's what I could say to stop anybody else from getting done and losing a ton of money, because we've won this year alone. Coming into this year, we've got about $100,000 worth of work already booked in from 2 jobs. So I'm not too worried about those ones because they're for a painting company, and the money, they've already paid us money, so they already have our bank account details locked into their system. Because once again, they had a system where they rung us twice to verify our bank account details before they sent any money out, because they didn't want to be liable for losses. So that's great for us. That's locked down. We just got to book that work in, which is probably going to be post February, like after February sometime, because of after school holidays. So we got that. So yeah, we want to make a cheap gas powered system for the guys in Australia, where we make like a little board, and just like what Mike's done over there with the cheap shop, but we're trying to do the Aussie version, where, because I can bring in the valves from the States at a cheap price, we can get it decked out and have it somewhere under that. I'm trying to get it around that $4 to $5 grand mark. So you can buy a nice gas power system with a blend manifold, and the manifold can grow with your system as well. Start a car washing business. Car washing business. I would actually go work for somebody for a couple of days to see if you like it and to see what chemicals they're using. Kindly mentally jog down what they're doing, the process they're doing, and just go out and help them out on the weekends or something, just to get an idea. If you already know how to do it, that's fine. But you know, I've seen a couple of people on the local community pages. There was a young fella yesterday up at Noosa, and he's like thanking everybody for the support for the year and all that type of stuff. And yeah, like he had a tiny little van and had all the soaps in the back of the door, so every time he opened the door it was all looking quite nice. So that's personally what I would do. And then you Google your business and set up all your Facebook. And being young, you can get on your community pages and say, hey, I'm looking to clean cars for 150 bucks or something like that. So you can start multiple ways there. You just got to get out and do it, and you got to get people to trust you to wash their car, because if they spend a lot of money on their car, they're not going to want somebody to come in and put scratches all over it. So you got to try and get the experience, and yeah, see if you can work beside somebody that's doing it. And even say, well, if we get a high price customer, we can send them that way, and then I can do all the lower ones, or you can send me all the customers that you can't service. So you can work team on team, and don't try and just give or take off them. Try and give back to them as well. How do you get people to trust you? That's a good one. You got to have your reviews are your best bet. So go out and wash a couple of cars for a couple of reviews, build up your reviews, and then it'll slowly start working out. It's always hard at the start. You probably have to start low down, where you're starting on the cheaper cars or the cheaper pricing, and then once you start racking your reviews, like always asking for reviews, because you're going to clean a lot more cars, and if you're not asking for those reviews, then you're not stacking trust, because people just see you as a little guy. Sometimes people just want to help out the little guy, but you know, you got these people that might have put a ceramic coating on their car like I do, and they don't want anybody just to come in and whack the wrong soap on stuff on their car. So that's something to think about as well. But back to what we got is, I reckon one painting company alone this year is going to give me over 200 grand's worth of work. One connection, a lot of money, no problem, mate. And then that's what you should be chasing after. You want these connections that'll give you ongoing work year after year after year. You know, if you can get into the bigger painting companies, that's fine. Sometimes it is hard to get in there, because you got to build trust to get into those bigger companies, and you got to show that you can do massive projects. Like the two projects that we got coming up is, one's 52 roofs in one job, and we're probably going to get that done in about 4 to 5 days. And then the other one is 83 units, 83 two-story townhouses, which we're doing the roofs and the walls on this whole complex, which is going to take roughly 2.5 weeks with 2 trucks and probably about 3 to 4 guys. So these jobs aren't small by any means. You look at the school's taken me 7.5 days, so we allowed just over 10 days to do the school, so we'll knock it out in about 3.5 days early. Under $1,000 bucks, nice, mate. But yeah. See, I did a massive graffiti job. I put a video up yesterday about it, and that was $500 job for I think about half an hour's work. But they wanted it off straight away. I had to leave the job that I was on to go tidy up that job. So there's money out there. There's money everywhere. Like, just because it's a new year and there's people on holidays, there is still people looking for work. There are still people selling houses. We're going to a job tomorrow morning off this job, so we'll finish this one today. We'll probably have to come back next week and just talk with the maintenance manager just to do a walk around and get a sign off, which I'm more than happy to do. And I've got to hand back the master key, so I've got to hand back the master key so they don't get grumpy. But yeah, there is work everywhere. Our phone hasn't stopped ringing. We're still advertising on Google, so that's fine. So we got all that going on. We want to build a cheap system. We want to import more stuff from the States. We're working with Nick from Softwash Australia, where he's going to be selling the same stuff as well from me. So it's either me or him. You can buy it either way. And all we're trying to do is level up the industry. Trying to give everybody better products, because importing from the States, even if you're buying one thing at a time, it is very expensive in freight. It's easy to freight single things. It's not easy to bring a pallet over. It's easy to bring a shipping container over, but who's got 300 grand for a shipping container? So I know I don't have 300 grand laying around. If I did, I'd probably buy one anyway, but we don't. So we're just doing one pallet at a time. We're hoping to get that by the end of this month. And then, yeah, so that's our biggest thing, is just changing the industry, giving good products. And like, I use all the products, I'll be using all the products I sell. So it's not like I'm buying something that I don't use. I have been asked for the MoFlow. And I don't know how I'm going to get that over here if I get that over here, because if somebody's listening or somebody wants to put me in contact with, I think it's Leon from MoFlow, we might be able to organise a pallet. It might have 6 on a pallet or something like that. There has been interest in it. I don't know how much it would be by the time we get them over here, due to freight and conversion rates and stuff like that. So it is something that I thought about, and we probably will do something. It's just a matter of, if there's enough people that want it, we'll look at bringing it over. So if you guys have got anything that you're looking for in the States and you want it here in Australia, let us know. We'll try and source it, try and find it, and see how we can bring it over. Because you just got to remember, if it's in the north or south of the American, we've got to work it out where we can get it to one point to get it all crated up to get it shipped out. Because it's not a matter of just flying in that one little pallet. We might have to put it in with another pallet, otherwise it'll cost us too much in freight, and then it's not worth us bringing that in from the States. So it's probably worth, if you were to go and buy a super pump from the States, last year, the start of last year, it was around $700 in freight. It's around $1,100 in freight now if you were to send that in. So and that's a lot of money on top of the things. So we're bringing them in cheaper than that because we're buying a pallet at a time. So, but yeah, I don't know what else there is in store for this year, other than I'm trying to get that council contract so I can possibly put another truck on the road. Because if I win the council contract, it's over 750,000. I'll be able to put another truck on the road, have an employee. I could relax a little bit more and still have a fair bit of work flowing around, a fair bit. But I could dial back, and then I could concentrate on giving back to the community, which is ideally where I want to be at, because I love cleaning. And I do cleaning because I love cleaning. That's why I can do it for 7 days a week. I don't do it because it's a job. I do it because I love it. And I want to give back to the community. I want to get out there and wash people's driveways for free. And we're going to film it. We already got the channel set up. So we're going to try and get that dialed in this year. And that's what I love doing. That's what I want to do. So I want to do that, and I want to build trust with the industry and build up the Australian pressure washing side of things and give people what they need and what they want for their business. Because at the end of the day, if you can move faster, you can make more money. So everybody wants to make more money. So we're going to get into the school. I've just been looking for a tap because my truck is in the car park. I can run right there. I can run 90 meters of hose in. Now I've got to find a tap to run. I might have to run 60 meters of, oh, there's a tap right there. Right there on the corner. Perfect. So I run my tap in, and then we can run 90 meters that way and 90 meters that way and finish off the school. So let's see what's in store. I'm trying to get back into making more and more video. I've just had that breakdown of losing money and getting my mind back on track, and refocusing back on what I was doing at the start of next year. So speed is key, but flow equals speed. So remember that. Flow equals speed. So I'll catch you later. I'm going to get stuck into the school. We're going to get this finished. And then I'm just going to run around and do stuff. We'll run around and clean stuff for free if I don't have any work, and film and make some videos. Catch you later.